day number 3 of our Create and Connect Premier Week. So I'm back today for another fun session. And this one's going to be especially fun because I'm going to be doing the live reveal of the September bundle that's going to be going out to all of my Fabric Fan Club members. So Rhonda, that's awesome. Rhonda says she's making pumpkins while she watches. That's wonderful. I shared a really cute my method of creating fabric pumpkins yesterday in one of our sessions. I believe it was session number 5. They're all starting to run together now in my mind. So I'm happy that you guys are here. I hope that you're looking forward to this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. So hopefully you get Monday off and you get to maybe take that time to be creative, do something crafty this weekend. So good morning, everybody. I see everybody signing on here. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Let me just make sure that we're showing up over in the Create and Connect group. Good morning, everyone over here. I see everyone watching. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I guess for some of you, maybe for some of it's morning. For some of you, it's already noon. It's afternoon, but it's still morning to me. So thank you for being here. And some of you have just been, gosh, you guys, I'm just so impressed. A lot of you have jumped on some of the projects that I've shown you. You're already making them. You're sharing your pictures over in our public Create and Connect Facebook group. And I'm loving it. I haven't had a chance to comment on all of them. There are so many, but I have been scrolling through and looking at them. And I love it. It's so rewarding for me to see that you guys are excited and you're jumping in and you're utilizing some of these techniques I've shown you and you're making stuff. So that is awesome. I do want to remind you, just in case you are unaware, that we do want you to register for Create and Connect, okay? Even if you've been watching all this time and you just haven't taken the time to register yet, if you register your email, that is what's going to put you on our grand prize drawing list. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face because I want everybody to have a chance to have a chance to win. We're going to announce our grand prize winners tomorrow night in our final session at 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night, Saturday night. And we're going to draw 3 winners, and they're going to receive 6 months free, September through February, in one of my 4 creative membership groups. They get to choose which group they want to be in. And if you're already a group member, I mean, you can even use that. We can apply credit for you so that you don't have to pay the next 6 months, or you can choose a different group and maybe try something new, right? So in case you're brand new and you're wondering what this is all about, during Create and Connect, during these it's 4 days. I go live at 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. Central Time Zone, all 4 days in a row. And today is day number 3. And I'm doing this to kind of give you a peek behind the curtain, right, of the 4 different membership groups, creative membership groups that I have, because I want you to find somewhere to plug yourself in. Find something that just lights you up. Find a way to just, find just that something, right, that can give you some of that time just for yourself, right, to do something that's just for you. But it's really not just for you, because you're going to see that a lot of the things that we make handmade in all of these groups can be wonderful gift ideas. They can give you wonderful inspiration for creating handmade gifts. And especially with the holidays approaching, it's nice to get on top of those handmade gifts right now. I always wait a little too long, or I plan too many and I can't get them done. So I'm trying really hard this year to stay on top of that. And I want you to do the same. So I'm really excited that you're here. Renee, it's your first live, finally. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that you're able to watch live. Now, in case you cannot watch live, it's okay, because this is another reason to be registered for the Create and Connect sessions. So I have two team members. I believe it's Suzanne in the Create and Connect group, and I think it's Susan Lyles, I think, on Miss Tracy Creates page. I'm going live in two different places, streaming in two different places. So they'll be posting links so that if you haven't clicked that link yet for Create and Connect, click it, because we're also going to automatically send you an email that's going to give you the access link to go over to join the public Create and Connect Facebook group, because that's where we're saving all the replays, you guys. We're saving them there to make it really easy for you. We have a guide for each one, so you can there's on the homepage of the group, there's a little tab that says guides. You click on that and everything is saved right there. Each session has its own guide, and you can go in there and watch the replays as many times as you wish. Now, also, we're sharing a few things with you, and those are saved over there as well. Our creative goal planning sheet, which I hope that you guys have taken advantage of and are writing down, taking some notes, making some plans on the people in your life you want to make gifts for, and then also the projects you want to make for yourself, or things you want to learn, or even just notes from our sessions, right? When I share these fun little tips and tricks and techniques with you. So the creative goal sheet is saved there. Also, any templates, printables, other freebies, all of those things are going to be saved over there for you as well. Okay, so make sure that you have registered. All right. You can register all the way up to the time before. I would say to register at least an hour before our final session tomorrow night, because I do want to make sure that everybody gets included in the grand prize drawing. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see you guys here. Well, what we're going to do today in this session, which is session number 7, this is over the halfway mark now. Session number 7, I'm going to do a couple different things with you in this one. This one is all about, again, the Fabric Fan Club, which is something that I just love, love, love. I just adore fabric. I love textures. I love fabric, felt, threads, all of the things. I put out our little panels here that I've been adding creative, basically doodling with thread on, and just having a good time with these. And I'm going to share a few more fun little stitching type details with you. But first, we're going to do something else. I promised everyone I would do the live reveal this morning of my September fabric bundle. This is the bundle that's going to go out to everyone that is a member of the Fabric Fan Club in September. Okay. And you still have time to join. Don't worry. You still have time to join. Our doors to the Fabric Fan Club are open during this Create and Connect Premiere Week. And if you join during the Create and Connect Premiere Week, you're going to get some freebies. So let me show you what these little bonuses are. Oh, here's one. Okay, these little panels that I've been stitching on to kind of demonstrate doodling with thread to you guys. Well, you're all going to get a piece of this. Actually, it's all the panels. It is this swatch of fabric that has all the panels on it. So cute. And this is such a great starter for those of you that are just kind of embracing this concept of doodling with thread, coming in, coloring in, outlining with thread, all of those things. So everybody is going to win these 8 little mini panels. And we put a little thank you sticker on there, and you're going to get my little flexi ruler there. And then we're also going to send you a mystery bundle. Okay, a mini mystery bundle. And I have a couple of them here to show you. just so that you see, get an idea of what this is. It is just kind of a welcome, just going to get you started on this fabric journey. So these little mystery bundles, they're little 3-packs, and all the fabrics in them coordinate. So like this one is kind of Christmassy. This one is not, but look how pretty these fabrics are together. So those are our kind of create and connect bonuses for joining us in the Fabric Fan Club. Now, if you do make that commitment to join, and several of you have, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that I'm going to see you inside the Fabric Fan Club. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh, I just totally forgot. I just lost my train of thought. Welcome to all of you that have joined. But for those of you that haven't quite, maybe you're still on the fence trying to decide if this is right for you. Or maybe you want to wait and, if you're just waiting to see if you win that grand prize, our doors will remain open until September 3rd. Okay, until September 3rd, but then they close. All right, we're going to go back to working off of a wait list. That means we will not open our doors again to new members until 2025. Okay, so when we go on a wait list, what that means is when we do happen to have a couple of spots open, we start a wait list, and then we just fill spots from the wait list when we have openings. Okay, so I'd love for you to come and join us. You'll have access to our private Facebook group, which is our kind of personal hangout. I go live in that group on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central, but all the replays are saved there for you. You'll be able to watch what we do in there. You'll be able to watch it whenever it's convenient for you. And you're also not only going to have access to what we're going to be doing with the September bundle of fabric, but you're going to have access to some of the stuff we've done in the past. And also you have the benefit of being able to order from past fabrics, past fabric bundles and fabrics that we still have available. We only offer those to Fabric Fan Club members. Okay, so you guys ready for the live reveal? I'm going to start our live gift away, okay, because we are going to, at the end of this session, I am going to give away, all right, I'm going to give away a bundle. The September bundle, you guys, is called Happy Pie Season. Happy Pie Season. Just to give you a quick clue, a quick hint, we're going to give away one of the September bundles here. And then also I have another prize that I'm going to give away as well. Okay, at the end of our session. So let me get this started right quick. And all you have to do is comment. It's just going to gather your comments. And all right, it's starting to collect comments right now. Wonderful. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I see more people have come on to watch in both groups. That's awesome. All right, so let's get down to it. Let me move this stuff out of the way. We'll come back to this. And we're going to talk about the Fabric Fan Club while I show you our September bundle. Now, you'll have until the 3rd to sign up. We start shipments, I believe, on the 6th of September is when this particular bundle is going to ship out to all of our members. And let's get down to it. Again, it's pie season. Okay, pie season. It's pie season. And so this is our fabric bundle that's going to be going out to everyone in September. Now we're going to break into this. I'm going to show you all of the fabrics that are in this bundle, and hopefully it will get you excited. Perfect bundle for us for creating some fun things for fall. And yes, and also if you're current members in the Fabric Fan Club, This is going to kind of pair nicely a little bit with Apple Barrel, which was our August bundle with the whole kind of chalkboard kind of look and all of that. So I think it's going to look really good kind of paired together. So let's get into this right now. I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to start with this one. Fall baking, pies, all of the things when you think about fall, Thanksgiving, all the things. I'm going to open this one up so that you can see it. I think this fabric is so cute, you guys. It's so, so cute. So I want you to see that it does have this kind of almost chalkboard background, which is great. If you're in the Fabric Fan Club, you know why, because we're working and doing some things kind of like this right now. And so it's just going to flow in so nicely with the other projects that we're making. Here we have a little plate that looks like pumpkin pie to me. That looks like pecan pie. That looks like apple pie, right? Here's a slice of apple pie. I'm pretty sure that's apple pie right there. Yes. And then look at all the other cute elements. Measuring cups, right? The little serving pie server, little rolling pin. You'll see there is an apple. And then there's also some pumpkins, some cute little hearts. Really, really cute. And we've got all of these fun images to be able to play with, right? Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun. You know how we've been talking about? Oh, okay. She's told me to ignore her. She's just coming in to get something. So, you know how we've done some really interesting projects in the past. And we've made some little miniature pies. We've just done several really neat things. We're going to kind of continue on with that thread. And as far as stitchability goes, great stitchability in this fabric. Okay. So this fabric, we may use some of it as a full background type piece, but I see us cutting up a lot of this. I see us using a lot of these pieces on some of the projects we're going to be making. Okay. So again, this is called It's Pie Season. Okay. Pie season. And let's see what else we have in here. Well, if it's going to be pie season, and especially since it's fall, I felt like we needed kind of a pumpkin-y color of fabric. And I brought in this one. I love this kind of almost like a linen type weave look on it. Looks really pretty, but we got to have a little bit of pumpkin in our fabric bundle. So that is what this piece is going to be. Here, let me figure out how I'm going to kind of try to arrange this where you can see them all as we lay them out. Here, we'll stick this one right here. So we've got some pumpkin fabric here. And then also, I'm going to show you, let's see, I'm trying to decide what I should show you next. Okay, I'm going to show you this one next because this fabric really excited me. Again, thinking about the stitchability, doodling with thread on these fabrics. It's going to be so much fun. So I got this fabric for us, you guys, that looks like pie, like lattice pie crust. Okay, so that is what this represents. This is pie crust, you guys. It's like the lattice strips on the top of a pie. These are going to be really fun. I have something really special planned in how we're going to be using this. It's going to fit in so well with our pie season bundle here. Okay, can you guys see that okay? I'm in the fabric room right now because I think I told you guys this, but some of you may be new. I'm not in my regular studio, which is on the other side of the shop because they're doing foundation work on the business kind of down next to us. And it's super noisy. It's super noisy. So this was like the quietest room in our building right now in our shop. So I'm actually here surrounded by fabric and thread as I'm showing you all of this. So I think this one's going to be, again, a lot of fun and perfect for pie season. Okay. It's the little lattice pie strips. You know what I'm talking about, that goes on the top of the pie. All right. Now, another one that I brought in that was kind of fun is something else. When you think about fall, you think of kind of like pumpkin everything. Everybody starts coming out with pumpkin everything. So I thought this fabric was really cute. There's pumpkin latte, there's a pumpkin cupcake, pumpkin donuts, pumpkin pancakes, coffee, all of the things, pumpkin pie. And even look, there's even a candle here. So this is going to be really fun fabric for us to do a fun project on. And I really love the colors in this one. Let me kind of hold it up here. I love the color in this one. I like the background. It's got kind of this golden glow to it. Very cute. And I love the words. You guys know, if you're in the Fabric Fan Club, I love words on fabric. So I love that it has all the words. There's even a pumpkin martini on here. That probably won't go on my project, but it's on there nevertheless. Yeah, donuts, pancakes, let's see, pie, latte, cupcakes, cider. Oh, cider's on here too. Awesome. So there's several different things on here. Every time I look at it, I see something a little bit different. Very cute. Okay, now I'm going to show you also, I don't always bring these into our bundles, but I did this time, and it's a border fabric. Okay, border fabrics can be really fun because we can use them in a lot of really super creative ways. Okay, really, really fun, creative ways. And so I did bring us in a border fabric this time. So you can see that these fabrics kind of go together. They're by the same designer. But I really loved this border. Okay, so we're going to definitely have some fun with this border. Look at the words. Well, let's start at the top. Okay, we'll kind of start at the top here. You can see the little measuring spoons. Those look like a little fall flowers. Farmer's market, pumpkin spice, hot apple cider. Remember how I told you this is going to kind of tie in with our August bundle? And then look at this next border. Everything has this chalkboardy kind of look to it, but look at all the lattes, right? All the cute little coffee cups, lattes. The next border is all a pie. Pie, pie, pie. It's just so cute. And then it repeats on. So we're going to have some fun with this border fabric. And honestly, if I had to pick a favorite out of this whole bunch, I am in love with this border fabric. We haven't played much with border fabrics, so this is going to be really a lot of fun. I think we're going to be able to do some really cute things that would look really cute in a kitchen. We're also going to do some things that will look really good even just for fall, just within your fall decor. Okay. How many of you like this border? Do you love it? I know, I think it's so cute, and I love all the words, and I love all these little dash lines and all of this. It's going to just look really, really cute with the projects that I have planned for us. Now, I did bring in kind of an unexpected pop of color within this bundle, and it's right here. You're going to see it in just a few places within the fabric, but it's this really pretty kind of mint green. All right. It's this pretty kind of mint green. So I'm bringing this in as kind of an unexpected pop, a little fresh pop of mint into our fall color palette. And I actually really like this color within the fall color palette. It keeps everything from looking too dark. It's going to just feel nice and fresh. We're even going to make some really cute kind of like pumpkin type leaves out of this mint fabric. And we're definitely going to be recreating some things with this mint, like maybe even our own mint coffee cup or, things like that. But look at the color palette together. Look at it all together. Like, it really is nice. It's nice. It's fresh. Because we have so much of the kind of the darker background, I really wanted to kind of brighten and lighten things up with the pumpkin color fabric and this mint color fabric. It's going to look really nice together. And then we have our pie lattice. That's going to be so cute to stitch out. And then our pumpkin everything fabric. Okay, so these are going to look really super cute. We're going to have so much fun with this fall. Again, it's going to tie in nicely with our August bundle, which was called Apple Barrel. And for those of you, if you are a brand, if you have just signed up, or you're about to sign up, you're going to sign up, by September 3rd. You'll have the opportunity to purchase some of the one of the Apple Barrel fabric bundles, as long as we have it available, because the two really do kind of pair nicely together. And I may be pulling in, they both kind of have this chalkboardy kind of feel, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we're working on a project right now in Fabric Fan Club, where we're actually stitching on some fabric that looks like chalkboard. Okay. And I'm sharing some really neat, interesting, in fact, it happens this week in the Fabric Fan Club. I'm sharing some ways for us to make our stitching look more chalk-like on those. And so it's really going to be fun. And that's going to be happening this Thursday night. So as soon as you sign up for the Fabric Fan Club, we're going to put you in the group. So that way you can just start getting to know us. You can start, learning your way around in the group, get involved. We won't actually start creating with this bundle until about a week after it's shipped. I like for everybody to get it in their hands and be able to kind of love on it and all the things. We have to love on our fabric before we cut it. Did y'all know that? Yeah, that's what I have to do. And I know a lot of my Fabric Fan Club members feel the same way. We kind of have to love on it before we cut into it. So we're still working with the Apple Barrel fabric bundle, but there's plenty that you can learn just by watching, right? And if you decide you want those fabrics, you can get them. Remember the little apples I showed you yesterday, the little stuffed apples? Those are from Apple Barrel. Okay. And pie season. This is just gonna blend right in, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Now, when I do have a monthly bundle, I always select some of our wool felts and our threads to go with it. And that's just letting everybody know that this is what I'm going to be using on our projects. And I usually share that the week that we ship out. So that way you'll know. You, of course, can you can use threads from your own stash. If you have DMC floss, a lot of people do. You can use those, but by me showing the colors, some people in the group want to use exactly what I use. But I'm going to encourage you, you can also kind of shop your stash for things. And especially once you've been in the Fabric Fan Club for a while, you've probably built up a little collection of some of the wool felts and some of the threads. That's why we don't include the threads in the bundle, because I use a lot of the same thread colors could possibly be used over and over and over again. So we just leave that optional, and then you can use from your stash or you can purchase them from us. Either way, however you want to do it. They look like this. These are the ones that I use. Sulky threads. They're $1.99 a spool. And they're 100% cotton, 12 weight, and they're just perfect for the type of hand stitching we do, which is like doodling with thread. I call it freestyle stitching. So yes, we're going to have a lot of fun with this bundle. All right. Who would like to win this bundle? Would you like to win this bundle? I think I'd like to go ahead and do the giveaway for this bundle now. And then I'm going to jump in. We're going to go back to our cute little panels here, because I thought I would talk to you a little bit about some of the stitching and all of those things. I also have something else, though, to tell you. All right. You ready to learn this? This is a new change that has just started in our Fabric Fan Club. I'll leave these out so you have something pretty to look at while we talk about this. What we're doing now in our Fabric Fan Club is we're extending our time with these fabrics. Okay. We're starting something new as of September. So September, which is the ninth month, which is an odd number month, you're going to get a fabric bundle. And because so many people in the group want to make all the projects that I make, we can't get them all made in a month. We just can't. It takes more time than that. And the majority of the people in our group would like longer time to be able to stitch on their projects. So this bundle we will be stitching on and creating projects for in September through October. Okay, September through October. And then because I want to ship you something every single month, in October, you're going to get a specialty stitching kit from me. So on even months, you're going to get a specialty stitching kit. And I'm going to tell you what the October kit is right now. Unfortunately, I cannot show it to you because we've been waiting. A shipment was supposed to be here. And actually now it's tracking to be here today, but it still hasn't arrived. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what our surface is going to be. I'm going to tell you what the project is. As soon as I have the components here, I will be able to actually show you what we're making. Okay. So how we're going to do this is every other month you're getting a fabric bundle, 6 fat quarters. Every other month you're getting a specialty stitching kit. And this stitching kit is going to be still the same value. We're going to make sure that it stays the same value. Actually, it's going to be more value, but we're discounting that because it is for our Fabric Fan Club members. You're still not going to have to pay any additional shipping on these monthly shipments that we send to you. And our first one, you guys ready? Okay, our first bundle is going to be an 18 by 18 pillow. All right. It is a linen. It's kind of an off-white, kind of a cream color linen pillow cover. We're also going to send you the insert for it. Okay. So you don't have to go out and find these things. And then we're going to be making some interchangeable panels for it. Okay. This pillow is going to be so cute. In the kit, you're going to receive everything that you need, all the fabrics, the felts, those things that I'm using, you're going to receive. If I'm using special buttons, and I am, those will be in the kit. Okay. So we're going to have interchangeable panels. So with this October kit, you're going to get a panel for this pillow, or all the contents to create the panel for this pillow for fall, and also one for Christmas. Okay, so fall and Christmas. So we're going to have 2 interchangeable panels that are going to go on that 18 by 18 pillow that I have sourced. Yes, we have like 700 pillows coming here, the covers and the inserts. Because I bought some extras. I want to make sure we have some extras because I think this particular kit would be an awesome thing to give as a gift. Especially because then it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving, because you can continue to make new panels that can go onto this pillow. Now, how they're going to go on the pillow, that's going to remain a secret until we actually have our workshop. We'll have a workshop in the Fabric Fan Club where we actually work on that kit. But at the same time, we're going to still be working on our projects right out of this fabric bundle. So I think it's going to be really fun. I have really thought long and hard about this. I have sourced us some really cool different types of surfaces that we're going to be working with for my specialty stitching kits. And then if we do, which I think right now we're just going to focus on the Fabric Fan Club, but eventually if we do start selling those stitching kits to the public, they will be at a higher price than they will be for our Fabric Fan Club members, because we're going to keep that. We're not changing your monthly fee, your monthly rate, right, for being a Fabric Fan Club member. That's staying the same. Okay, that's staying the same. That's not going to change. So I think it's going to be great for us. Janet, I see that you like this new schedule. We need more time to be able to play with these awesome fabrics. You guys know it's hard for me to pull back. I'd rather have more time to make more projects than have less time and make less projects. Right? So that is what we're doing. So a fabric bundle on odd numbered months, a specialty stitching kit on even numbered months. Okay. And I promise, as soon as the other components and everything arrive, of course we've had to order these things quite a while in advance because to get this many items, and I hope that this makes it easier for our Fabric Fan Club members too, because now I can decide on a surface and I don't have to send you out trying to find it. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be really good for us. The monthly charge for the Fabric Fan Club is $32. It's $32. There's no additional shipping involved. And it will be that $32 a month. And that is your membership fee for having access not only to getting the things every we just lost connection for a moment. Okay, you guys still with me? All right, if the screen went blank like it did on my end, we lost connection for just a moment. But anyway, that's the price. And then that also is gives you access to the private Facebook group, to our Club Hub, which I'm going to give you a peek into the Club Hub tomorrow afternoon in one of our sessions so that you can see where we store all of our workshops, all of the things, the templates, all the things that make it easy for you to go and find those things. Okay? Yes. Thank you, Holly. Holly said, great price with a great teacher. That's super sweet of you to say. Okay. Yes, I'm hoping that we can keep this price right here level. The only thing that would cause us to raise the price in 2025 would be shipping. Shipping costs have just been going up, 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 up. But as of right now, we're going to stay status quo at $32 a month. Okay. Thank you, Susan, for saying that. She says she's never regretted joining this group. It really is a wonderful process. The more that you start to stitch, and you'll just realize it's very therapeutic. I mean, it's very relaxing. I think it's very relaxing. Really relaxes me. Okay, so I'm sorry that I don't have something to show you for that, but I promise as soon as things get here and I can show you, I will show you. So make sure you're signed up to be in the Create and Connect public Facebook group. That way I'll show it in the private group, the Fabric Fan Club. I'll also show it over there as well. Okay. Yes, it's going to be so much fun. So this is how it would work out for this year, right? If you're just curious. September will be it's pie season, right? That's this bundle. It's pie season. You've got until the 3rd to sign up. We don't even process your payment until the 3rd. So even if you sign up today, your payment's not going to go through until the 3rd of September. We're still going to go ahead and put you in the group, get you going over there. And then we'll ship this out, I believe September 6th is our date for shipment, our target date for shipment on this bundle. And then we'll follow the same thing for October. So we'll do a live reveal of the stitching kit and then we'll ship it out. So it's going to be the same routine. And then November will be a Christmas themed fabric bundle. And then December will be a specialty stitching kit. January will be a fabric bundle. So you see how it's going to go? Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it's going to be great for us. I know that it will be. All right. Jacqueline asked if we have a yearly rate. Once a year, we do offer a subscription sale. That for us happens in November. and that is for 2025. So then your next chance to do a 6-month or a 12-month subscription will be in November, and that will be for 2025. So for right now, if you're just now signing, it would just be monthly. Okay, just monthly. You want to join, Patty? Yay! Well, come and join us. My team members that are on both of the pages right now, if you'll go ahead and make sure and post that link to the Fabric Fan Club, we want to make sure that you can find it easily, because we would love to have you in the Fabric Fan Club. Okay? All right. Well, I think let's go ahead and give this away. You guys ready? Let's give this away. And then I promised I'd show a couple more stitching details during this live session. All right. Thank you guys for your awesome comments. A lot of my Fabric Fan Club members are here right now, and you're all commenting, and I just want to thank you. I love you so much. You guys know that. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. I always have to talk myself through it here. All right. Okay. Our first, this is going to be for the winner of It's Pie Season, the It's Pie Season bundle. Let's see who it's going to be. Patty Ford. Oh my gosh. Isn't that Patty that just said she wants to sign up? That is awesome. Well, Patty, you are our winner today. Congratulations. And Patty, if you do decide to sign up and you'd prefer to have the Apple Barrel bundle as your winnings, we can work that out. Okay. So you guys give it up for Patty. That is so exciting. Congratulations, Patty. Awesome. So Patty Ford, you have just won a fabric bundle, and it's pie season. Yay. That's so great. Okay, I do have another prize to give away, and I'm going to do it right after I share just a couple other fun little things I wanted to show during our session today. So I'm going to, y'all say bye-bye to pie season. Say bye-bye. I'll see you in September. It's coming. September's coming. All right. I had told everyone when we first started working on these little panels that I would show you guys. I'm going to bring my camera down here a little bit. Guys, just there we go. Show you some of the other stitches that I've been doing on this little panel. So I want to show this to you, and then I want to talk about finishing off projects. Okay. Finishing off means finishing like the edges, around the edges, things like that. Okay. So let's take a look here at what I've done. Now, remember I showed you guys just the simple outline stitch, which is I call it an outline stitch. It's really just a simple back stitch. Really fun to do, but I want you to look at the center of this. Oh, let's see if I can get it to focus. Can you see very well the center of this flower? Do you see that that yellow thread almost looks like a chain? Come on, there, that's focusing pretty good, okay? This stitch is called a split back stitch. And you guys, it is super fun and it's super easy to do. So I'd like to show you what this stitch is. See that little yellow stitch right there? It's called a split back stitch. Now I'm just going to do it on a piece of felt here. And I'll do it with this green thread, just so that you can see. I love this stitch, and it's super easy because I've already showed you the back stitch, right? So I'm just going to go in basically and make a stitch. Okay, so when we do a split back stitch, this is what we do. We come up, we go ahead of the stitch just like we always would with a back stitch. Normally we go back to meet the stitch, okay? But this time we're going to do something different. We're going to come in and split. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm splitting those. Remember, we're stitching with a double thread. I'm splitting that back stitch. Come on, focus. and I'm putting my needle down in between the two pieces of thread. All right, let me do this a couple times. So, and then when I'm still, hopefully the camera will focus. Now, I'm going to try to exaggerate this and make these stitches a little bigger. All right, I think, can you guys see that? Do you see how it looks kind of like a little, it looks like a chain, got a little chain stitch. It's such a fun stitch to do. And it's so easy because it's, again, it's just like our back stitch, but you're going to go in and we're going to split. Just take your needle between the two threads. Sometimes easier. There we go. And I'm going down in between the two threads. All right, let's go back and look at it here, because these are shorter stitches. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. So it just creates this kind of like little chain. It's super easy. All right, super, super easy. And it's just really fun to do, and it just gives you a completely different kind of look. Okay, so wanted to show you that one. And by the way, if you do sign up for the Fabric Fan Club, I have these little short videos. They're in a guide that's called In Stitches, and it's just little short videos on different stitches that we do fairly frequently in the Fabric Fan Club, where you can learn how to do those things. Okay, now over here on this side of our panel, I want you to see, actually, let me show you this, just the fabric first, so you can kind of see the difference. All right, let me pull this panel out. Okay, so this is the one I've been stitching on. So here's the fabric. That's what that part looks like, right? Well, I took some threads and just came in and filled these in. So I would call this, some of you out there in embroidery world would call this a satin stitch, but this is not near as precise as a satin stitch. I'm literally just coloring in. I just took my thread and, sorry y'all, every time I move it wants to get out of focus, and just did long stitches and just kind of colored in. All right. And then it makes it more dimensional. Super easy. There's nothing that I do is hard. And if it is a little difficult, I'll give you some really good instruction on it. So it's kind of like this flower right here. Do you see how I just did long stitches? Just kind of long stitches, this yellow thread all the way around here. Just long stitches, just fun. Again, doodling with thread. Well, what I did here is just more tight. It's just tighter, and it's right within each one of these little buds, blossoms, whatever those things are. Okay. So on my leaves here, I just did a little bit of just a back stitch in some of the stems. So this is just to show you that you don't actually have to stitch everything on a piece of fabric or a panel. You don't have to stitch everything. Look up here in the sky. I just stitched some of these out. I didn't stitch all of them. I'm just starting to stitch some of them. I probably will go in and stitch in a few more. Okay. But isn't that pretty? And it's just really something simple. It's something that you can sit and do while you're watching TV, while you're in a waiting room. I stitch a little bit every single night before I go to bed, because it just kind of relaxes me. I go to sleep easier. And it's just something, I don't know how to describe it. If you're in the Fabric Fan Club, help me describe the feeling. There's just something really soothing about just doodling on fabric. I don't know what it is about pulling the needle through the fabric, hearing the thread come through. It's just very calming. It's very calming. It's very soothing. Okay. So I'm excited for you guys that do sign up to get these little mini panels and just have fun with them. Just play around on them. Some of them are all like one color like this, but you can see that I'm coming in and adding in my own stitching wherever I want to add it, right? So these are going to be great little starter stitching panels for doodling with thread. All right. It does allow your mind to relax. You're so right, Janet. That's a great way of describing it. So when we finish something, when we finish a panel or we finish a book cover or something like that, when we're done with like the inside part of the stitching, well, we need to do something to the outside edge, right? These I think would be really cute as just little, like almost like little banner pieces that you could hang up. Maybe you want to even put them in a frame or attach them onto the front of a canvas that you've covered with fabric. There's all kinds of things that you can do, especially with little sizes like this. Really, really fun. So I want to show you a few different ideas for finishing things off. And one of them, this one doesn't require any stitching at all. So I wanted to show you this. This was a little recipe book. I think I showed this in another session. And it's this is what we call, it's like a decorative seam binding. It comes on a spool, right, like ribbon, but it opens up. All right, so let me kind of show you here. It kind of opens up so that you can insert the side. In fact, do I have some here that's already open? Susan, or somebody. Can you bring me one of the seam bindings from my studio? Can you bring me one of the open seam bindings from my studio real quick? Yes. Okay, thank you. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's not on something, but it's super cute. We carry some in different styles, but you can find it, at different fabric stores, things like that. But it just opens up and we can literally just go around. Sometimes I just glue it. I don't even stitch it. I just open it up and I glue it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like here in just a second. And that's exactly what I did on this book, you guys. I didn't stitch this. There is fabric glue underneath there. You could use fabric glue or even hot glue. Okay. So sometimes it's fun to use things like this, right? Really cute. And while I'm waiting for her to bring that to me, I want to show you another way. This was really, really fun. This is a book cover type project, but I want you to see what I did. And I'm going to have to open this up for you to actually really, truly tell what I did. Okay. So on this project, I put rickrack down. Okay. So I actually glued the rickrack on this inside part of my cover. And then I started stitching, and look, by stitching just this long stitch in between each mountain of rickrack, it looks like this on the other side. Isn't that cute? So I love rickrack as well. So rickrack makes really fun ways to kind of, get creative on finishing off edges of projects. Really, really fun. Here is some of this. This is the seam binding. So let me show you how this works. Look, it just opens up. See how that opens up? So if I decided I wanted to put this on here, I could just open this up. I would glue one side and then glue down the other, or I would use my twist up glue stick. Okay. I would use my twist up glue stick and I would stitch it down. Okay. I have the option to do either or. But I love these. These are just really, really fun. You can find decorative ones out there on Etsy. The ones we carry are by Riley Blake, and they're just so cute. We have lots of different ones. So that is a fun way. And you can even make your own seam binding, and we probably need to do that. We need to do that in our group. Now, another stitch that is great for finishing things off is the blanket stitch. And the blanket stitch, you guys, is awesome. It is perfect. That's what this stitch is right here. The thing I love about the blanket stitch is it looks just as pretty on the front as it does on the back. Okay, so it doesn't change. It looks so good. So I'd like to show you guys the blanket stitch really quick, if that's okay with you, before we end our session, because this is one that I use it a lot, and it's one of those that I feel like people are intimidated by, but it's actually quite easy. So let me get us some thread here. Let me do black. I'll do black just so it shows up well. And this is definitely a stitch we would want you to learn. And we will, I seem to demo it a lot in the Fabric Fan Club. I'm going to needle my thread. You guys remember this? If you watched before, I don't thread my needle. It's hard for me to thread a needle. And even with needle threaders, I struggle. So this is what I do. I needle my thread. There's the end of my thread between my finger and my thumb. And then I bring the needle to the tip of the thread. That's how I do it. And I'm going to bring my needle to the center of this piece of thread. That way, when I'm stitching with 2 strands, but I only had to thread my needle once. Okay. Oh, it's on my hour's almost up, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to do a little practice on this one just to show you. Okay, so what I would do on this one is I would come up through the felt, just kind of through the felt. So that way my knot is kind of back here on the back. Remember, this one I don't really care because I haven't covered the back of it yet because I'm still stitching it. Normally, if we had a backing there, we'd come up in between those. Okay, so to start, we always want our thread coming out at the top. Let's move the camera down again. Okay, we would always want our thread coming down at the top. Now I'm going to just kind of skip a space and come down. Now I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do this. I think if you're a beginner learner, I would do it this way. So see how as I pull this through, how we get a little loop here? Before you pull this all the way tight, we're going to take our needle back through the loop. You're going to catch the loop. Okay, that's your first stitch. And then you're going to go down. Make your next stitch. We have our loop, catch the loop. And there's our next stitch. And down again. Catch the loop. And there's our next stitch. This is the blanket stitch. Okay, that's what it's called, a blanket stitch. So when you first start, if this is easier for you to just catch the loop, right? Just catch the loop as you go. Now, if you've been sewing for a while, you're also going to learn that if you keep your thread up top, okay, if you keep your thread up top, do you see how this already is kind of a loop? So if I keep my thread up top, as long as I come up inside of this loop, I'm good. See, my thread is up top, my needle's coming up inside that loop. So eventually you may start stitching like this. Both ways, you get the same result both ways. Isn't that great? I know, right? Right? So fun. Okay, now let's say we were ready to end, like we're ready to end this stitch. Our thread right now is right here. I would just take my needle through right underneath here. And I'm going to create, sorry, I keep catching the corner. There's the loop. I'm going to catch the loop, and this is going to make a knot. Okay, so now it is knotted off. Now to hide the tails of my, instead of cutting it right there to hide the tails, if you'll just take your needle between your fabric and your felt, and just bring it up on the back side of your felt here. It pulls the tail inside. And then all we need to do is just snip it there, and it just kind of hides itself. Okay, just kind of hides itself. To start back up again, sometimes in our mind we make things harder than it really needs to be. To start back up again, again, because I haven't covered the back of this yet, I can come up here, but let's just pretend like this is my back. If this is my back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in between the felt and the thread, and I'm going to come up. See, I'm going underneath that knot we just made. It's going to put my knot in between the two pieces of felt. So we'll just hide that in there. And then I'm going to start all over again. I'm already in the loop. Right? If your thread's up top, you're already in the loop. Just come up inside the loop. Or if you like to have your thread down low, you just have to make sure that you catch the loop. Okay? It's very fun and very simple. Okay, just takes practice. And that's the thing, when you become a member, to go and look at that In Stitches Guide, at those little short videos, it's perfect, because just grab a piece of felt, just grab something and just play and practice. Okay, now some of our members like to stitch in an embroidery hoop, and that's fine. I don't. I like, for whatever reason, I like just holding my pieces. I don't know what it is. The hoop kind of gets in my way. So I just kind of hold my pieces as I stitch. But if you feel more comfortable stitching within a hoop, that's okay. That's okay. I want you to do whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Okay. A buttonhole stitch, it's very similar. It's very similar, Patty. And a buttonhole stitch, we'll have to do that sometime. I don't think I've ever even shown that in the Fabric Fan Club, but I just really use the blanket stitch the most, more than anything. But the two stitches are very similar. Very, very similar. All right. I like the feel of it in my hands too, Connie. I do. All right. Well, I have kept you guys on for an hour, and I just appreciate you guys being here so much. Oh, my shared screen was in the way. I'm so sorry. Where do you get the decorative seam binding? The decorative seam binding, you can find that at lots of places that sell fabric, or possibly even online. We carry some here in the shop. Now, the ones we carry in the shop are the full spools. We don't cut it by the yard. We just sell it by the spools. So we do have some in our shop, in our online shop. Okay. Here's another question. Let me answer this question. Do you always use the same thickness of thread, or do you vary that? You absolutely can vary that. Now, I really like the thread that I'm using. So for me, if I don't want to add extra strands or a thicker strand, I just put in more multiple stitches, if that makes sense. If I want to build up, kind of bulk up something that I'm stitching, kind of like these, actually, kind of like these in here. But yes, you can't. There's so many different things that we can do. There's also some fun. Well, there's one stitch I'm going to be sharing with you on one of our projects coming up in the Fabric Fan Club. That is, I think embroiderers call it. See, I don't consider myself really an embroidery type person. I'm just again, I'm a crafter maker who loves to hand stitch and doodle with thread. But I think they call it a couch stitch. But I have a version of that I think is so fun to do. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. That's where we take something in, like maybe it's jute or cording, and we come in and we kind of tack it in place, and we can do fun things with it. So yes, there's lots of things that we can do. And yes, you can change up the thickness of your thread for sure. All right. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I hope that you guys are going to come and join. Yes, Sandy, this is much thicker than regular thread, like thread that you would use on your sewing machine. This is thicker. This is a 12 weight. 12 weight, 100% cotton. It actually can be used in a sewing machine if you use these spools. It has the hole where you can stick it on your sewing machine, but it is much thicker than like sewing machine thread. Okay. All right. Let me see if there's any other questions. I may have missed some questions, but hopefully if I missed your question, go ask it in the Create and Connect group on the page, and then tag me and I'll come over and answer it there. Yes. French knots, fun. Yes, there's a little video on French knots in the In Stitches videos. And yes, those are really fun because the more strands or the more times that you wrap your needle, the bigger the knot, or, you know, the less times, the smaller the knot. Yes. Yeah, we'd love for you to come join during Create and Connect. Come join us so that way you get the little mini panels, right? You're going to get the 8 little mini panels. You're going to get the mystery mini bundle of fabric, and then we'll have you down on our shipment list to send out the September bundle. It's pie season, okay? And I have one final prize to give away before we end session number 7. I have another thread picker to give away. Excuse me, my throat's getting dry. If you don't know what a thread picker is, when you start stitching a lot, you're going to realize that you wind up with little thread pieces all over your you know, sometimes it's from the fabric. Sometimes it's just from nipping off the threads. And you put your hand in this and you can get it off your shirt or your pants or your blanket or wherever it winds up. Thread picker, strings attached. And I have another cute little set of embroidery scissors in a fun little fabric holder to give away. So let's do this live giveaway right now. And then we're going to sign off, and I'll be back at 2. Oh, I almost forgot what time it is. Day 3, everything kind of starts to become a blur for me. So at 2 p.m. Central, I'll be back for another session. All right, let's do our giveaway. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Okay, that was our first winner, Patty Ford. Okay, let's draw another winner. All right, let's see who's going to win the cute thread picker and embroidery scissors and their cute little adorable fabric holder. Denise Pickens. Congratulations, Denise. You are a lucky lady, aren't you? So Denise, you are a winner from this session. You guys that won, make sure that you email us to claim your prize. Okay, make sure you email us to claim your prize at info@misstracycreates.com. We need to make sure we have a good mailing address and everything for you, and we will get your prizes sent out. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching today. This has been really fun. Don't forget to register for Create and Connect, and set your alarms. I'll be back at 2 p.m. Central for another session. All right. Bye, everybody.